Hi, everybody. Or whoever's here right now.
Hello, whoever's here. This is Bill. He's in the shot as well. So, we're not going to be posting an episode this week, but we have a very good reason for that. And that is because we just made our first successful passage, 250 miles straight to Puerto Rico. And we got here last night. We dropped anchor. And right now we're in the process of checking in.
Yep, got the Danilese lettuce. Surface here, we just did a little bit of the online process. It's really cool here in Puerto Rico that you can just hop online and do the whole check-in process basically virtually, which is
yeah, we're halfway checked in right now, and it's noon, so we wanted to go live.
Yep.
For all of you that have supported us through the whole Luperon phase, 2.5 years almost. The boatyard was a year in the boatyard.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of you stuck with us. Really, we just have to thank so many people.
Yeah. And everybody, so we put out a tracking link for our patrons and for our close family and friends, and everybody that kept tabs on us while we were underway, we were able to see those when we got in. And I just want to tell you that that meant so much to us to know that like you were aware of where we were at and sending us the good vibes and the well wishes, and I think that made a big difference for us. Like we had the most beautiful weather, an incredible passage, really.
Yeah, and so if you stay tuned, Thomas, our buddy that helped us with the engine, Thomas is the one that kind of checked the weather out and told us, okay, gang,
you gotta go.
It's time to go. So we prepped the boat and we just kind of got in the zone, and we had to put the computer away. Unfortunately, didn't get an episode out.
Yep.
But we have some really good ones coming.
We for sure do. Yeah, Joel was actually even a little bit sick this last week, so he kind of just, I don't know, pulled himself together. He was not feeling his best when we took off, and I think he's better now, but I don't think it's the corona. We think it's like
chikungunya.
Something to do with a mosquito bite.
Okay, so I feel like Bill's got to say something because he's in the shot here. Bill just can't be in the shot. What do you got?
If I had to say something, it would be that when these guys send it, they send it, because almost nobody makes their run from Luperon to Puerto Rico in one shot. The conventional wisdom is to stop along the way multiple times, at least once. And they did it nonstop, which is incredible. They're out there. They're doing it now.
Yeah, and we would, like, Caterpillar is a huge inspiration. When they left us in the dust in Luperon, there was a big hole in the harbor, and we had to go past it every time we went to the boat.
A big hole in our hearts.
And it was like, oh, we really got to get moving.
Yeah.
So we made it, and we don't want to spoil the surprise. It's going to be in the episode. We did have the cameras out a lot, and we definitely had our share of struggles.
Yeah.
But we made it through all of them.
And I want you guys to know that Lola did great. That was not her first sail.
Lift her up. Give them a Lola shot.
Lola did so awesome. That was her first time moving the boat, and she's a sailor. She's a natural. I couldn't be more proud of this girl right here. Oh, you were amazing. She was ready to snuggle with the off-watch crew. Whoever wasn't at the wheel was down in the V-berth, just cuddling with Lola. It was perfect.
So also, there were a lot of positivity. There was a lot of positivity. So there were a couple people that said we would never leave the boatyard. A couple people that said we should take the boat out and just sink it. But I will say that those people were so minor, like maybe 1% or less. So 99% of you were encouraging, you were supportive, you stuck with us in the boatyard, and I can't thank you enough for that, because that kept our spirits up and it kept us believing, because we start to doubt ourselves as well. So those of you who were positive and just kept telling us, keep doing your thing, we're going to be here no matter what, gave us the confidence to just go at our own pace and to have confidence in yourself.
Send it.
To send it. And again, I mean, without Thomas and Linda, without Dana Lee is the admiral. She doesn't want to be on camera, but Dana Lee is the one that we got our information for as far as how to plot our course, and we followed her advice to a T. And that'll be in the episode, what route we took, and because we went dead east pretty much the whole way, so that's into the wind.
I will say, I'm going to do a little bit of a plug here for our Patreon page. We have a Garmin device that allows us to track our course while we're underway, and we share that live tracking link with our patrons and our close family and friends. We also send out notifications to our Facebook page when we leave and while we're underway, just to let you know that things are going well. So if you want to be a little bit more in the loop with us as we'll be traveling from here on out, you can consider checking out our Patreon page, and if that's not for you, then follow us on Facebook and you'll be in the loop with us.
Patrons! Yeah, so we had 125 when we left Loop Run, and that was after 2.5 years of not moving the boat, and that's unconventional. You would have thought everyone would have dropped off and said, you guys are boring, you're not sailing, you're just sitting around in a harbor. But we were just, it's a slow process. I don't know why, it just took a long time to get the boat ready, and without you guys watching and without our patrons, we wouldn't be here today. We really, you guys, just you watching makes a big difference, and that keeps us going.
There's no doubt.
So we're going to complete our check-in process, and we will be staying in a marina. So we're in Puerto Real. That's where we landed after we sent it across the Mona. And the Mona was actually okay. It got a little rough. Don't want to spoil the surprise or anything.
It's one of the most dangerous crossings in the world.
Yeah, you know, no big deal.
But we made it!
They just did it all at once.
And also, we wanted to let you know that we filmed a couple of really awesome episodes in Looperon before we left. So next week is going to be getting to know Thomas and Linda more, which had a big impact on our lives. And they're a reason why we're here.
And they're easily some of the most accomplished sailors and even like humans, individuals that we've ever met.
Yeah, 100%. It's a privilege to know them, and even a greater privilege to call them friends. And so to have their advice and expertise made all the difference in the world.
Totally.
Not to mention Thomas whipping our little Volvo Pinta into shape.
Oh my god.
And she performed amazingly.
Outstanding.
Without the engine, we would have never made it.
Yeah.
Not even close. So we'll have another regularly scheduled episode out next week at noon. And we're going to conclude this broadcast unless, Bill, you have anything to add?
We need more hydration.
Hydration. Oh, Caterpillar made us the famous
Caterpillar Bloody Marys, or is it more?
Bloody Caesar.
It's a Bloody Caesar. You know, I've already eaten most of the bacon and some of the other garnishments, but I have a little bit of a pickle, and this is great. We're happy to be here.
We're so happy to sail and be back with our friends. It made a huge difference for us sailing towards the Caterpillar crew, even more so than sailing towards a new port. I just want you guys.
And Michael was so amazing. She's a prodigy. This is actually the longest sail she's ever done.
Yep.
And it was just the two of us. We didn't have a buddy boat. And the total trip took us 2 days and 8 hours, approximately.
I think so, yeah.
And the checkout process in Looperon was more or less smooth, but we'll cover that. We're going to cover all the details. Just stay tuned.
In the next episode.
Thank you, Drew. I think you can cut this broadcast. We love y'all. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
This concludes the Bums on a Boat.